Hi, my name's Nicole and I'm a fake fan.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, my name's Calvin, and I have never had Cheese Whiz before. I am a fake fan.
Hi, Calvin. Hi. My name is Triston, and I am a fake fan. In my entire life, I've only watched, serious movies. I've never seen a goofy movie.
I thought you were a dad joke. I was really.
And I don't have a dad.
Stop. Okay.
Hi, Triston.
What do we watch today, Mr. Cheese Whiz?
Big cheese.
Today we watched the Goofy Movie Duology. Triston, what years are these? You said 1995 to 2000?
Yes, 1995 and 2000.
That is the Goofy Movie and the extremely
Goofy movie.
the Goofy Movie and the extremely Goofy Movie. The Goofy Movie Duology as part of the Goofy Movie cinematic universe.
I really got lost in that whole sentence phrase.
Can you do a goofy laugh with the Avengers?
I didn't understand what you were talking about until you did it. And I'm offended.
I'm not going to forgive you for that.
Yeah, I'm angry at myself for it too.
Let's go around and see who is the fake fan this week. And Nicole, are you a fake fan of the Goofy Movie Duology?
No, I am not a big fan of the Goofy Movie Duology, Calvin.
I am a fake fan of the Goofy Movie Duology. I've never seen it. I've been told to watch it. And, well, okay, I may have seen the first one because I do remember the Tower of Cheesa, but I have no mental context of where that even really comes from. So I am a fake fan this week. Triston, are you a fake fan?
No. I had an extremely goofy movie on VHS, so just that one though. But I have seen a Goofy movie before. Last time I watched it, I was really high.
Really? Yeah, I should have done that today.
That would have been nice. How do you describe these two movies? I guess it's a father and son story. It's about the struggles of a relationship between a father and a son, and they particularly focus it on a single father, Goofy, and his son Max as he's growing up and not a young little boy anymore. Triston, do you have any thoughtful words about these father and son issues?
Why are you pointing to me right now, Calvin? What the heck? First off, what happened to Goofy's wife? Death, divorce. Could she not handle the?
You know, Walt Disney never. I don't think there is a counter. You know how there's like a counterpart to Mickey and there's a counterpart to Donald?
Yeah.
I think the only counterpart I can think of is Clarabelle Cow.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a Robot Chicken bit about it where they have a town hall meeting being like, this is not normal, this is against God, why is a cow dating a dog?
Oh my
It's
God.
It's a good skit. Second, these Goofy movies are kind of an offshoot of the 1990s TV show Goof Troop, which is probably about, I haven't seen Goof Troop, so I'm just gonna pull this out of my ass. Probably about the same thing of the single dad raising Max.
I really liked both of these movies, but I definitely liked the first one more. The second one was full of gags and jokes, but the first one was really powerful to me, actually. I was pretty moved by a few of those moments, very tender moments between a father and a son, and I honestly got similar vibes as It's a Wonderful Life at some points. Mm-hmm. Just about the, I guess you'd call it, paternal struggles, masculine struggles, I guess. I don't know. Something about being a father. It really struck a chord with me. And on top of that, it's just a really funny series.
Did you say it's goofy?
No, why would I say that? These were great movies. I just really had a fun time with these characters, honestly. Really, really well put together. Nicole, what do you think about this movie? Or what do you think about both of these movies?
I don't know. I just like it. It just reminded me of being a kid again. Like comfort movie that was just on.
Tristan, did you like the movie?
Yeah, I'll go off what Nicole said. It's like, felt like, putting in a VHS and just, my sister had the TV, so I'd have to watch it in her room. So just putting in the VHS, like at 8 o'clock before I go to bed, I'm gonna watch a movie before bed. I'm allowed to watch one movie. It was good. I think I might like the second one better. But I think it's purely nostalgic. Like I said, I watched the second one more. If anything, the first one's got better music. The Powerline songs are like, I will listen to those all the time because those songs are so good.
As far as the description of these two movies go, the first one is I guess a road trip movie of Goofy and his son Max, as Goofy tries to reconnect with his son, who they have a struggling relationship with. And so he takes him on a road trip to an old fishing spot that he used to go to as a kid. But then hijinks ensue because Max has his own personal things that he wants to deal with, and just a fun little road trip movie. The second one is...
Give the second one, just give the same description, but instead of road trip, say Max goes to college, and they're the same movie.
Hijinks ensue when Max goes to college. It's kind of funny. Max seems to have like really wheeled back his character progress back a few steps in order to start the movie. But
I feel like the second one is kind of like Goofy moving on.
Oh.
So the first one is Max's movie, and the second one is Goofy's movie. Wow.
That's actually...
That's good. That's a good interpretation. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Because, I mean, in the first movie, Max is a shithead because he's like 15, and all 15-year-olds are like that. In the second movie, he's going to college, and all kids going to college are like, okay, I'm ready to actually be an adult now. I'm not 15. I'm not doing this because I hate my parents anymore. I'm doing this because I want to move on with my life. So now Goofy's like, well, gee, I guess I should too.
Very good. Very good movies. Really enjoyable. Can't believe I didn't watch them. Yeah.
I want to know what did Goofy like major in?
The goofiness.
Oh,
I don't know. What's the
Cut
funniest
that.
degree you can get? Art? I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's art history.
This is from a film degree person, okay? So, what would be the funniest? What do you think the funniest degree is, Calvin?
The School of Dentistry, because they have laughing gas.
Ooh.
They make bank.
Yeah, they do
They
make
don't do
bank.
much.
Yeah. Well, it was weird. Whatever classes Goofy was studying at that school, he mentioned like trigonometry, but also like Roman history, and it sounded like he just missed out on a bunch of gen eds on his senior year.
Yeah, I guess.
Nicole, you said something while we were watching it where the extremely Goofy movie did not make you nostalgic for college, and yet the first movie, the Goofy movie, did make you nostalgic for high school. Why is that?
Oh, because I really didn't like college much. So like it was just like everything I don't really like.
Piggyback off that, college was probably the 5 worst years of my life.
It didn't make me nostalgic for college for sure, but I just I didn't also get nostalgic for high school in the first one either. I don't know.
Well, I guess it was just more of like being young, I guess, and that's like being young. Like my life was surrounded about high school, like friends and stuff like that. So.
And Roxanne.
Yeah, I miss her.
Roxanne was a way better character, like to fit in that movie.
Yeah.
And also Powerline was badass.
Fuck, dude, Powerline is so cool. Like, you could go up... I remember I was in West Side Story a couple of years ago, and there was a guy from Kalamazoo who was in it with me, and he would play, like, the songs from the Goofy movie backstage before a show, and we'd get so hyped. Powerline is so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, I have to make note of this, and I have to somewhat agree. My friend Zuri has told me that the Goofy movies are the blackest Disney movies. I mean, I can see it in the first one, I think. I think there's a lot of...
Wait, Tiana.
I guess. I don't know.
Well, what do you mean,
Zuri-
I guess? She's literally
Zuri
a
will
black
have-
human. Goofy
Zuri-
is a dog.
Yeah.
Zuri will have to get back on us on whether or not Goofy movie is the blackest Disney movie, or if it's really Princess and the Frog. Although from the chatter I see, I don't even think. Does Tiana really spend most of that movie as a black woman, or doesn't she become a frog?
I guess, but they like explore a lot of like New Orleans culture
Okay.
and stuff, and like music. It's a lot of like the music, I think, of like New Orleans.
That is a Disney problem where it's like, oh, here's black character. Let's make him little blue cartoon man.
But as far as it goes, I think it's worth noting, and I think it's worth mentioning. Yeah, the first one struggles of a racially ambiguous father dealing with his son. Son has been told, oh, he's dressing up in gang clothing. You know, the principal says gang clothing, started a riot. He's gonna end up in prison. All that kind of stuff. You know, that was mentioned in all the all the articles that Zuri sent me. So I kind of agree. I think that's real. I guess I see it. Goofy really do be black. Also, just to make reference for anyone who is not familiar with this, actually in the second movie, what's that kid with the small glasses name? I keep forgetting the name. Cheese that guy. The cheese that.
Pauly Shore.
Polly. So Polly. So Polly asks, why do we always wear gloves? And just a little bit of cartoon history for everyone. That actually comes from minstrel shows. So the reason why Mickey Mouse and Goofy wear gloves is because it's pulled from minstrel shows and how they depicted black performers and whatnot.
Do
So
we have to unpack this under the Goofy movie episode?
it's worth mentioning.
Cut me
Zuri
asking
has
that
brought it
question.
up.
Cut me asking that question. I just like legit. What the fuck?
Zuri has brought up, and I agree on that point, and I'll just expand the film knowledge to our audience. Yes, there's a little bit of history here, but regardless,
Can I make a quick point? You never see that character again. That was his last Disney movie.
that was Polly's last.
Oh yeah, Mr. Chisa. That guy never shows up again.
I don't know what context he could show up again.
Yeah, I want his spin-off movie.
Well, I don't know. Like, does he show up in Epic Mickey or something like that? Or Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Press X to
Dude,
build
Kingdom
the
Hearts
Tower
is
of
like
Chisa.
so dramatic for what it was.
Kingdom
I
Hearts
never
is so
played
funny.
it, but I just like,
We played it in an episode of Lick Boy, and we just shit on it the
oh
whole
my God, I
time.
gotta watch it. I haven't seen that episode. I need to watch it.
One thing I'll have to push back on Zuri on is that she says the second movie had strong HBCU vibes, which I mean, I'd never been on one of those campuses, but also historically black colleges and universities. So like Howard University, Tuskegee, I think. I've never been on any of those campuses, but to me it just felt like a generic college. I don't know.
It was called State. The college was State.
So Zuri, I think the jury is in on that one. It's not that school does not seem
I feel like always
HBCU.
seemed like the actual school was like the fraternity row and like the college classroom, and like it seems like the cafe place is like just part of the town.
I feel like as a white man, I shouldn't comment on this, so you can skip me.
Well, from a person like who's been to just like an average college, I guess like it felt like the average college I went to. So
Yeah.
I saw them pulling up from the country, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is Grand Valley State University, because
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
State.
State, go State. Cheat.
State.
Cheat.
State in Michigan though is actually like a college, like Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Almost have it. Iowa State, Ohio State. There's no Nebraska State. Wow. So this cannot be Nebraska.
This is not for everyone, I guess.
Sorry. So Zuri making up 1/5 of our audience. I'm sorry. You may be wrong on that second Goofy movie. But regardless, this is clearly a movie for anyone who.
This is a children's movie about dogs. And is there other animals in this,
About dogs and fathers.
bear.
Oh yeah,
There was a bear.
the referee.
Yep. I thought Goofy's girlfriend, she was a fox. I think
Was she a fox or was she like a?
really?
I couldn't tell if she was fox or if she was like a Chihuahua looking dog.
Yeah, she could be that, but I thought of the dirtbag creators would be like, oh, let's make her a fox. That'd make the parents laugh.
Well, I think like also too like the word foxy is a popular 70s slang. So like
Ooh.
also I feel like we're diving way too deep into this movie at all points.
Also, I'm not gonna look her up later.
We're getting a little too above the surface now.
So this being my first time watching this, as a 24-year-old man, I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I liked it for the fact that, you know, in a few years I hope to be a father. So I think there's that level of, wow, I have to think about how I'm going to raise my children. You get those thoughts in your mind when you watch a movie like that. You guys want to describe your first time watching this movie? How long ago that was?
I don't know my first time watching this movie.
Yes. I don't remember that.
It's just one of those like installations in my brain.
This movie came out when I was 4, so probably then, and I probably said, Goofy.
Love it.
How's that? Did that describe it for you? Did we describe it for you good enough, Calvin?
Yeah. It's just embedded in your head somewhere. Yeah.
Probably cried. I was 4. I don't know.
Just like a parent emotion.
Yeah, any scene when Goofy gets those teary-eyed moments. I'm
Sad
like,
Goofy's
Goof.
so sad.
Sad Goofy is really sad. You have a character, if your name is Goofy and you have a moment that you're sad, it's like that is against everything you stand for.
That is just not natural.
He's very three-dimensional as a character, I think. They really explored how do you take this like almost very difficult to even understand in terms of his speaking character, and I mean at least he's not Donald Duck.
Yeah, he's not going.
Oh,
That's a good impression.
he's vocal.
Thanks, man. I can do that, but I can't like speak at the same time. I can only make weird Donald sounds.
Well, they took him. They took a young boy.
Took him.
And they turned him into a loving father who would do anything for his son. Great job to the animators. And where's Goofy's wife? That's my question.
In the ground. I don't know.
How was it even created? Because I think Goofy was supposed to be like literally like a silly character, like a comedic relief character.
You think Max was adopted? It's either that or Goofy did the deed.
I just think too, like, I feel like in the movies they don't even like really like hit hard on the single father thing either. Like, because Pete doesn't have a wife either. It seems like
yeah.
That's
true.
like it's just like they're just chilling. They got sons.
But I could see a wife leaving Pete over a wife leaving Goofy.
That's true.
Like, yeah, he doesn't have a wife then, but then the whole point of having the librarian is that he is getting that part of his life back. So
Yeah,
they still
but I
bring the
guess like
question.
there's no like internal conflict. Like, oh my wife died. Like, I'm glad they didn't do like any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
like, oh Goofy, it's time for you to shine.
They're saving it for the slow burn, Joker-esque, Goofy origin story.
Oh my god.
The Zack Snyder cut.
The worst thing.
We live in a society.
Wait, who says that?
Who?
What Joker says that?
Well, Jared Leto one says that in the new trailer.
He's a crazy one. I like watched like a long video about him. He is actually like legit.
That's a whole other movie than the Goofy movie. Yeah. What were your guys' motivation for having me watch the Goofy movie anyway?
It just feels good, and I think like the first one too, especially. Well, okay, we were originally gonna watch the first one until literally today, when we thought, let's just do both. But the first one, I mean, I felt you'd like it because it has that 90s vibe, and I know you like that, and I like would like the songs.
I do. I gotta say, I haven't said enough about Powerline's song, and I like it. And I listened to Tevin's song earlier. Can we talk? God, that was so good. The 90s really.
Wait, is that a lyric?
Yeah, can we talk? It's the chorus.
I don't like you in the microphone.
I made a couple weeks ago made a 90s playlist on Spotify called Remember the 90s. And what I did
Spell the W, please.
What I did was I went through the Billboard Top 100, and I haven't finished yet. I'm only 93 through 96, and I saw the name Tevin Campbell, and I was like, I'll look him up because maybe I know the song. I didn't know any of his songs except the Goofy movie songs. So he made an impression on me through that.
And he booked the Goofy movie from his popularity in the 90s. Great career move.
Yeah, because you got people like almost 30 years later still talking about these songs from this animated movie that he did. Powerline is like,
That song is pumping. That song is great.
Both of them. Both of the songs in the movie are great.
Any other thoughts about the Goofy movies? Or are there any other like spin-offs? What is the larger creation aside from that show that it was spinning off of?
Nothing that I know of.
Yeah, I think it was just like the show in these two movies. I mean, I saw Max as a waiter in House of Mouse, but...
Attention Disney Plus creators. Please put House of Mouse on Disney Plus, please.
House of Mouse was so good. Did you watch House of Mouse, Calvin?
No, what is
so
House of Mouse?
Good.
House of Mouse is like all these Disney characters will go to this club and then they'll just go there to watch classic Disney skits. It's like a show. It was a show on Disney Channel that showed classic like Mickey Mouse Disney cartoons, but it would have just characters from all these different Disney movies hanging out at this club and watching them, and they'll like a clip will be over and then they'll comment on it or something. It was so good.
And you see like the audience like clapping at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And like the beginning opening is like all these like Hercules, like everyone like coming to this club to watch some Disney skits.
They had a special where the villains like take over the club and Mickey's House of Villains. It was.
I think that's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think that one is. It was a good show.
Wow. Damn, I really missed out on that childhood, honestly.
So good.
Any other thoughts about the Goofy movie?
I love this. I love Disney animation. 2D animation, please make a comeback. We love a good cell.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're cute movies. I wouldn't say these are like the best Disney movies I've ever seen, because I mean you got like the Renaissance stuff, but these are up there. Like I said, Powerline brings it up for me a lot. I love Powerline. These are more of instead of like the classic Disney movies that everybody loves, I think these are more of an our generation kind of Disney movie.
Yeah.
Because I know the first Goofy movie like did bad at the box office, but because of like VHS and people our age or like millennials and Zoomers watching this on VHS growing up or DVD, it becomes more of like that cult following for people like us. Like I can't see a 40-year-old sitting down and being like, "Well, let's watch the Goofy movie." It'd be people that grew up with it.
Right, like this would be like Pocahontas would be something that someone's going to show their kid tomorrow. You know, they're still going to be like, "Oh, we should watch Pocahontas," and you haven't seen that yet. Yeah, let's watch that. Whereas Goofy movie is like, "Oh, hey, remember Goofy movie? We are the same age. We're 22. Want to see the Goofy movie? Yeah."
That's what so obviously the first one is very much a 90s movie, but the second one is such a 2000s movie. Like, do you remember when like Tony Hawk was big? And I don't even know if the X Games are a thing anymore, but I remember them, like these extreme sporting games. Like they're such a product of its time. It's such a late 90s, early 2000s vibe with those movies.
And a black movie. Apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to comment on that, so you can pass me.
We're all trying to actively not Papa John's ourselves right now.
Oh, Papa John's.
But
Papa bless.
Goofy is totally black. Like, he's coming in there with an afro and everything. Why would they have... Okay, but even if it's a wig, why would they have a Goofy walk into a place with a wig afro if he wasn't
like
still black?
70s hairstyle.
Yeah, he talks about the 70s a lot. He talks about his heyday before Max was born.
He's like, I've been in school since the 70s.
Yeah.
And then he does.
That's why they play the Bee Gees. They play a Leo Sayer cover.
They play The Partridge Family.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Goofy passes out during an exam and trips balls because he took psychedelics before he walked in there.
Okay, but don't do that. It's not fun.
Yeah, you won't pass your midterm.
Okay,
Right
so
on.
this is like the beginning of like our little nostalgic series. Is that true?
It's time for me to get my childhood back. We're going into the Calvin Tran
Yeah.
childhood film series. You guys have to hit me with all your DComs. I've seen Xenon, but I never finished Luck of the Irish. So I guess we have to show me these DComs. These are all DComs? What are these?
Yeah, these ones are DComs. I'm trying to think of like some theatrically released ones also.
Princess Diaries.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Princess Diaries.
Okay, well then we're doing it. We're committing. Until the summer blockbusters hit us, we're gonna go hard, heavy on these movies. All right, there you have it. Any last thoughts on the Goofy movie?
No, watch it. It's fun. And okay, I guess I do. But watch it. It's fun. Just do it.
Yeah, it's an easy movie to watch. If you wanna feel part of the millennial group of people, then that's like a good way in.
Hell yeah!
Comfy movie.
And with that, Tristan, you want to give us our send off?
Thanks for coming to this meeting of Fake Fans Anonymous. If you want to join us in the back, we're gonna have a bunch of cheese whiz, Calvin,
Double cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.